My name is Craig Richardson. My role is Northwest Sales Manager. My responsibilities are to support my customer base, both the channel, direct customers, in providing solutions in containment. I've been in the industry since '89, and primarily in the data center world, in the white space, so to speak. In the early stages, we got into containment with chimney-style containment, which has kind of gone by the wayside. And Subzero was a pioneer in that transition of going from a chimney-based containment with fans up into the plenum to a complete aisle containment. I think with 30 years plus experience, what I really bring is not just product knowledge, but knowledge of the industry and seeing all its evolutions that have come about over those years. It's become an elaborate fight for energy conservation. And containment is and always will be a huge part of that problem solving. I'm excited to be here at Subzero because I see them as an industry leader. My direct report, Director of Sales, Gary Domichel, started this in his garage. I know the whole story of how this came to be. And that's what companies want, is they want that experience from the ground up. We are not a copycat. We are the inventor. We are the solution, and we continue to grow that. And I've seen that in a short time from my experience in the field, seeing what others have done, seeing what we're doing currently. In the short time, I've also been in centers where they have containment. They want our containment. They've gone down different roads. Now they want a better solution. Subzero Engineering is based in Salt Lake City, Utah. They started, well, like I said, they started in a garage. They soon got their own space. They grew that space to 25,000 square feet. And then they came to this new space, which is 155,000 square feet of state-of-the-art manufacturing, support, customer service, production. We have all the tools we need to support our customer in any direction they want to go. There's a lot out there that cannot do what we can do. Subzero provides truly critical environment solutions, not just data centers. There's hospitals, there's government environments, there's chip manufacturers that rely on our clean room solutions. And it's exciting that we're so impactful in so many industries that really this country and globally rely on. The key for me working here is the support aspect, the customer service, because quite frankly, as a salesperson, we're the first line of everything. We're talking to the customer, we're talking to the channel partner. That's who they interact with. And everything that surrounds me, behind me, is key to supporting that customer's expectations of a finished product. At Subzero, I feel there's a family behind me with a lot of resources, a lot of building, and I feel that there's really nothing that, if we put our mind to it, we can accomplish it for the customer. You have someone committed to your solution from start to finish. From the time we take the first phone call to the time that my techs walk off the job and get a signature and say it's done. What they don't really understand is even at that point, they're not done. Because once we walk away, they have a warranty period. They have someone they can call if there's a problem. They have continued support. It's not just the support to get the job done, it's that continued support. In my time with Subzero, which is just under a year, I've had the opportunity to service some customers, go out and see some previous builds. And one that comes to mind that was impressed upon me, or impressive to me, was the Cancer Research Building in in Washington, Seattle, Washington. We went up there to take a look at a small issue they had, but I noticed the impactfulness of the build had for them. Of course, their building was beautiful, it was an amazing building, but in the midst of this was this huge data center and what Subzero had done. And I asked the gentleman, I said, this is beautiful what they have done here. And he commented and said, yeah, we really challenged Subzero. This is all custom. There was custom lighting, custom logos. There was builds that I haven't even seen. And he said, that's really why we went with Subzero and we continue to go with them, is because of their expertise in not stepping back and saying, well, we can do A, B, but not C. Their attitude was, we can do it. We will figure it out. And they did, and it was very impressive. In the realm of our CFD engineer, Gordon Johnson, who knows more about airflow than I ever want to know. And he is such a resource for not only myself, but for our customers. Whether it's an extensive CFD that's required by a customer, or they just want a CFD light because they're trying to budget and it will help them get their budget pushed through if they can show that there is actually an ROI. There is, and I've never seen that refuted. There is an ROI. Sometimes it can be as short as 6 months. Sometimes it might be a year and a half, depending on their systems and their build. What that brings to the table for me is, even with my experience, I will bounce things off Gordon because there's so many things at play: crack units, wall fans, raised floor, concrete build. It all plays a role, and he can model that, and he can show not only me, but the customer. Having someone like Gordon at our fingertips and able to go out on an appointment or a high-level meeting with a CEO and really prove to them, hey, you're spending X amount of dollars, but if you don't spend it, the ROI is going to be lost the next year. If you do it now, next year it's paid for. If you wait, you just keep paying the higher energy bills. I think that's impactful. I think Subzero is poised for greatness. I think a lot of things are coming together, seeing the changes in upper management, seeing the changes in departments, customer service, seeing positive change each and every day. Communication is growing, output is getting better, lead times are coming down. I think all of that is a testament for the investment they made in this beautiful facility, which gives us limitless capabilities to continue to refine what we already do, in my opinion, the best in the business. I think that the customer, whether they come to us through a contact in the industry, whether it's a trade show, whether it's the website, the turnaround for the salesperson that handles that is anywhere from minutes to hours. But by offering that to them, that there's no canned answer here, and we will go down the path that best suits you and your situation, I can tell it on the phone. You can hear a sigh of relief. Because a lot of times, especially a new customer or new into the containment environment, all of a sudden they're relieved. Being in the industry for over 30 years, you have to imagine I've seen a lot of change. Trying not to date myself, but in my first few years, LAN computing was a compact tower on the floor with a keyboard and monitor, and that was growing at a great rate. How do we contain this? We deal with so many different variations of the data center. It can be something as small as a communication hub out in the middle of nowhere that has 4 rows of networking equipment and spider webbing, and we're going in there and we're putting vinyl in to try and get them some containment. and some hard doors to solve their solution. Then you get beyond co-location and you get to hyperscale, to a degree where you have thousands of computers operating in a dark environment, so to speak, and the only ones in there are people that are making changes, and then the lights go out. We handle all of that, from a small containment solution to aisle frame, which it's a self-supporting structure that not only handles the containment portion for them, but gives them a place to put their busway, to put their fiber, to put their ladder rack tray for all their cabling, all within in a structure that gives them the containment that they need in a solution that's also modular. That's huge to me, that we can cover the bandwidth of everything that's going on in the market. Right now, the data center world is growing so rapidly. It's a continually changing evolution. And we have always been there as the innovator. We have always been there and stepped up to the next challenge that is brought our way by the technology gurus that keep inventing bigger, faster, hotter, whatever. We are always there. Say 5, 6, 7 years ago, hyperscale wasn't even a thing. No one said hyperscale. And then it became a thing, and we were there innovating the solutions into that market, into that broad array of thousands of computers. How are we going to keep them cool? How are we not going to lose everything? How are we going to do containment in such a robust environment that we've never seen before? We did, and we continue to do, and we continue to innovate. And with this facility of 155,000 square feet, the engineering support that we have, we are going to continue to find solutions for the next greatest thing. Who knows what that will be? But when it starts to evolve, we're going to evolve with it and come up with the solutions to support it. If I had to come up with 3 things to hit on why Subzero is different from the rest, I'll say. The 3 things that come to mind are quality of product. I see that in the fact that I've been in situations where I'm not coming into a new situation, I'm coming into an old situation with someone else's product that's failed. It's failed them. Our product doesn't fail. And these things that we do and we sell, some are static, but some are moving parts. I can tell you that the parts that move are the best moving parts in the industry, but because they're moving parts, they have a life. The nice thing about it is when that life is up, you don't have to buy a whole new containment. You can refresh that life and be on your way with something that's working at 110%. So that would be the first thing, would be quality. Second, we never leave a job unfinished. Until that customer is 100% satisfied, we are relentless in the customer satisfaction. What they bought is going to perform for them 100%. I think that really shows a great deal of integrity of a company that isn't saying, well, we did the best we could. No, our best is when it's 100%. The third thing is me. I take a ton of pride in what I do. I share that with my customers. I'm available 24/7. I will take a customer call on a Sunday afternoon, and if there's something that needs to be done for them, something with regard to a shipment or a drawing, or it doesn't matter what. To me, that's the third thing, because I know enough of other salespeople, and I can't speak for them, but I know the integrity of the sales team and the sales director, and that's who we are. And I think that's the third most important thing. In the short time I've been with Subzero, I have to say I'm very excited about the current leadership team. From my direct report, Gary Domichel, to his boss, Shane Kilfoyle, who's the general manager, I feel I have complete support in my efforts. I feel like they will take my call day or night. Obviously, I try not to call at night, but that gives me a sense that I'm not on an island. I have the support of my team here in Salt Lake, And it goes beyond that to the Seneca team, beyond that. That wealth of knowledge and support, all the way to Clark Hale, gives me a sense that I'm part of a much bigger thing. And I think with all of their knowledge and their decisions and what I've seen in the short time, that we are on the right track for greatness. We have specific solutions. We have what I consider a value-add solution, which is our Essential line. Essential doesn't have the robust advantages of the other lines, but it does a great job. It gives the customer a rigid solution that works exceptionally well. It's kind of a plug and play for a customer that has a turnkey situation and their budget is tight. We can give them a solution. Then you go to our Elite line, very robust, bulletproof, I call it. If a customer wants to follow a plan, they can get to an extended lifetime warranty on the product. It is our more expensive product, but they're not going to be pulling this product out in 5 years and going, we need something else. This product's going to have a life as long as you want it. I've talked about our new 155,000 square foot facility. It's not a 155,000 square foot warehouse. It is a state-of-the-art facility, both manufacturing, both office space, support staff. All the tools are there to support everyone's endeavors. It's a great resource to get a customer if they can break away, make the time. We'll give them a tour, we'll take them to lunch, we'll show them how the sausage is made. And I think that is very impactful when they see the care that goes into the cutting of the material, the fitting of the material, the assembly of the material, down to the crating of the material, the shipping of the material. They see all aspects of how it goes from little old me, the salesperson, to your product's heading out the door and there's a team going to go install it for you. And that all happens at this facility, and that's impactful. If you already haven't seen our website, I really would suggest that you go on it. It's a great resource if you're looking at a new build, looking at renovating an old build. There is a plethora of information. There's great learning papers our engineer Gordon Johnson has done, and continually updates on the latest innovations of air cooling, how it relates to our containment, how we can better create the solutions for you. It goes through all of our product line. It goes through our clean rooms, our data center side. It's at subzeroeng.com. I would suggest anyone to at least peruse it, take a look at it. There's a great resource there. I'd like to just say a special thank you to all of my customers. Mostly, thank you for entrusting in me my capabilities to deliver the best solution to you. Trusting me to follow up when you ask me to follow up. Trusting me that I will get you the answers that you're looking for, that I will do whatever I can in my capabilities and beyond to get you the solution that you're looking for. Because frankly, without you, I'm nothing. So thank you again for your continued support of me personally and Subzero Engineering.